Hello and welcome to week 2 of the Horizon Track Day update in Forza Horizon 5, where today we're jumping into the autumn storm season for the festival playlist to take on this week's Forzathon challenges Arbalist, grabbing 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our festival playlist. We're also going to be jumping in and checking out Horizon Backstage, what cars made it in from last week and what cars are up for vote this week. We'll also be checking out this week's Forzathon shop and all of the festival playlist rewards and restrictions. If you happen to be new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing, smash the like button, share the video with a friend. Without further ado, let's jump into this week's Forzathon challenges. Okay, so let's waste no more time, let's jump straight into this week's Forzathon challenges Arbalist, kicking things off with Chapter 1, Track Weapon. Own and drive the 2013 KTM X-bow R, an ultralight sports car designed for both road and track use. Here it is then, this very unique looking track toy, the 2013 KTM X-bow R, the vehicle we're using for this week's Forzathon challenges, can be picked up from the auto show at 105,000 credits. As always, the tune that I'm using in today's video is up for download. If you wish to use it, just search my game tag Skippy4631, or the share code for the tune can be found in description and in the comments below. Own and drive then. Hop outside any festival site or player house. Drive a couple of seconds down the road and track weapon complete. And while we're here, as it's only a couple of seconds down the road, we're going to jump on over to Horizon Backstage and take a look at the Backstage shop and the Backstage vote for this week. So the Backstage shop then, what won last week's vote? The Lamborghinis, they won it. The Huracan SDO 2020 and the Gallardo LP574 Spider. And now for this week's Backstage voting, we have the Nissan GT-R 2020 and the BMW E92 M3 GTS up against the Aventador SVJ and the Jaguar XKR S 2015. Jump in the comments, let me know which two you're voting for, Team Nissan BMW or Team Lamborghini and Jaguar. Player-owned games are being really clever. The two cars the community want, that Aventador SVJ and the Nissan GT-R, they split them. This is really clever from player-owned games. Okay, so with Chapter 1 complete, let's move on to Chapter 2, Right on Target. Keep your foot down to earn a total of 6 stars from speed traps in the 2013 KTM X-bow R. Speed traps then, any speed trap can be used. I'm using Old Faithful, the Los Arboles speed trap. I've lost count of how many times I've used this speed trap for Forzathon weekly challenges with just a 3-star objective of 140 miles per hour. So 6 stars from speed traps then. We're definitely going to have to run it twice. So we're coming in from the top side of the camera, the east side I think it is. And we're just going to literally hammer it downhill, up into 5th gear, up into 6th gear, through the camera at 163.51. So that's 3 stars. I'm just going to run it again to get the final 3 that we need. Second run through the camera, again 163 miles per hour. At least it's consistent. Gotta wait for the notifications, and there it is, right on target, complete. So with Chapter 2 complete, it's on to Chapter 3, Carbon Tub. 2013 KTM X-bow R has a rigid chassis featuring a carbon fibre monocoque and roll bars. But earning 5 air skills should be no problem. So you can grab air skills absolutely anywhere within the free roam map. You can even do it during races. I've chosen to head south though, and I'm going to be using the area surrounding the Aerodromo and the Salva. And here's the reason I've come to the Aerodromo. There are a selection of ramps in this area that you can use to grab your air skills. There's one Ultimate Air that will work and that will count, and there is our second air skill once it gives us the skill in the top of the screen. If we just flick it around, hit the ramps again, that'll be number 3. This ramp once more, that'll be number 4. We just need to grab one more. Apparently we don't. That is Carbon Tub complete. Apparently I can't count. We did that super easy. Chapter 3 complete. Let's move on to Chapter 4, Quarrel Wreath. Enjoy the speed and agility of the 2013 KTM X-bow R and use it to achieve a victory in a road race. So any road race will do, sprint or circuit. Pick your favourite, pick your least favourite. It is entirely up to you. I'm actually going to be using a race within Guanajuato. I don't normally do this, but I fancy a change. We're going to be using the Panoramica Sprint, where, as always, I got you guys covered with a cheeky blueprint. Just search for gamer tag Skippy4631 or use the share code 756275941 if you wish to use it. It's called Forzathon Chapter 4 and locked the KTM X-bow R. So as always with the races for the weekly Forzathon challenges, I'm going to suggest you bring that drive style difficulty down to Tourist. There's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be, and we do need to win this road race. Okay, this race is going to be an absolute breeze on Tourist. Let's let it rip in the KTM X-bow R in S2. This should actually, like I say, be a complete breeze. We're already into the lead by the first corner. This thing is actually a dream to drive as well. It holds the road really, really well. And in being an S2, it's nice and quick. So I get to that finish line in first place. And after a pretty swift sprint race, that is across the line, first place. And once we head back to free roam, that will be chapter 4 complete, which also finishes off this week's Forzathon challenges Arbalist, collecting 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our autumn storm season. And let's jump on over and check out this week's Forzathon shop. I slightly struggled to say Forzathon there, but this is this week's Forzathon shop. The Lamborghini Cyan Roadster 2020 and the Porsche 906 Carrera 6, both up for grabs, both auto show cars. 800 Forzathon points for the Lambo, 700 Forzathon points for the Porsche. It's standard now, we have a Horizon Backstage Pass, 1000 Forzathon points, vanity items, Extreme E, a purple race suit, and the Ring emote, 75 Forzathon points for each of these. And as always, any spare Forzathon points knocking around, grab yourselves a normal wheel spin for 60 Forzathon points, or you can grab a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. Let's jump back to the playlist and check out this week's rewards and restrictions. But just before we take a look at the autumn storm season rewards and restrictions, if you put in the time and effort in summer and grabbed 70 points, maximum points for the summer season, and you've just completed around 7 or 8 points for the autumn season, you would have unlocked our first series reward, the 92 Porsche RSR. So let's take a look at the autumn storm season rewards and restrictions then. 70 points up for grabs in total. For 20 of those points, it's the Porsche 911 Rally, or the Porsche Dakar. Very, very cool car coming to Horizon 5 exclusive and rare. Now, again, as standard for 40 points completion, 1 Horizon Backstage Pass. I'm going to do the same as what we've been doing recently. I'm going to skim through the fest players, kind of switching between the rewards and the restrictions, just so you guys can take a quick look. And if I spot anything that is worth noting, we'll just sort of point it out, like the PR stunts. All of them are car restriction: Super GT S1 900, 911 GT2 RS 2012, very, very cool car. Challenges: 1 treasure hunt that returns to the playlist called Time Lapse. Photo challenge: Fast and Martin, quite a cool name for the photo hoodie clothing item. New smashable: Safety First, smash 6 helmet pinatas at the stadium oval track. No change on the monthly rivals. It's another week to put in your quick lap times, and then finishing up with the DLCs, Rally Adventure and Hot Wheels. Taking note that the Rally Adventure is car restrictions Rally Monsters for the PR stunt, and Hot Wheels is Super GT car restrictions on the Hot Wheels. Yeah, not a bad week at all. Just make sure you are putting in the time and effort to get those points for the Porsche Dakar or the 911 Rally, and obviously grabbing that Horizon Backstage Pass as well. Any questions about the weekly Forzathon challenges or the fest players, please do hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out, or someone here on the channel will. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing, smash that like button, share the video with a friend, stay safe, and have an awesome day.